Hello, it's Dr. Victoria here. I'm so excited to be with you. I wanted to share that this week's Confident Parent moment is really going to be me answering a question that one of the parents actually sent in and asked me. And so I wanted to go ahead and talk about what it means when your kiddo is actually having a really hard time and becoming super clingy and emotional with you. And so let me read you the question that I received from the parent. And it goes like this. Hey, Dr. Victoria, quick question. Both of my girls, 5 and 7 years old, have developed an issue where they become extremely emotional and cling on to me when I visit their school to be a mystery reader or class parties. This is not their typical behavior, and it's starting to really embarrass my older daughter in front of her friends because she can't control her emotions. What do I do? So this is something that is really typical that happens with a lot of parents and kids. So first and foremost, know that. But there is something here that we can look at. And there are 3 core things that we really have to understand about what's going on in this situation. So if you have a child that may be exhibiting some of these behaviors, they're getting emotional, they're getting clingy, they're getting really upset, and you're not sure why, and it's not really their typical MO, what's going on here? Okay, so number 1, the first thing to really understand is that your child, like any child, this is very, very typical, is really constantly looking to feel safe. And what I mean by that is they are looking to feel safe in their bodies, in their minds, and in their hearts. And love equals safety for them, okay? For them, they are looking to see, am I being loved? Is mom or dad upset? If they are, did I do it? Okay, they're looking and scanning the environment all the time to make sure that they are safe. And a lot of the times, children are looking to you to see if things are okay out there. For example, if you, look like there's something wrong, or you may not be saying it, but you're feeling like there's something wrong, the best bet is that your child feels it. And when they feel like there's something wrong with you, there's something going on with you and you may not feel emotionally safe, they then don't feel emotionally safe. So the first thing to remember and understand is that your child is doing what kids do, and they are constantly scanning their environment to make sure that they are safe. Okay, number 2, this situation, it's an energetic thing. And what I mean by that is we can talk for days about the right thing to say to your child when they are feeling this way. I can give you tips upon strategies of the right things to say and when to say them so that your child doesn't get emotional or doesn't get upset, okay? But no matter what you say verbally, energy matters. And what I mean by that is your nervous system and their nervous system dance together. And you are the leader. So in any situation, like let's say you're going into the class to be a class leader, or you're going into a birthday party and you're walking your child into that birthday party. Your nervous system, how you are responding to the environment for yourself as an adult, as you, your nervous system, your feelings, your energy, your vibration is a leader. Imagine you're a ballroom dancer with your child's nervous system. It's a leader for your child's nervous system. And you are that leader. You are the leader in the co-regulation dance. And a co-regulation means when you're calm, guess what? They're calm. When you pull them this way, they're going to go this way with you. When you pull them this way, they're going to go this way with you. And that's called co-regulation. So your nervous systems are dancing and your energy matters. And the third thing to remember is that you need to reflect for yourself, knowing that your child is always looking to feel safe and your nervous systems are dancing. This means that you are the leader in how your child is feeling in that moment. And so you might say to me, Victoria, then am I making my child cry? Am I making them upset? Are they emotional because of me? The short answer is yes, but let me explain to you why. I invite you to reflect on, how do you feel walking into that birthday party? How do you feel walking into the classroom to be your child's mystery reader for all of their friends? How are you feeling with all of these little eyes looking at you, waiting for you to read a book? And you have your child there too, looking at you and thinking about you being in front of the room. What is that experience like for you as the parent? Just as the person that you are, right? What is that like for you? Are you feeling shy? Are you feeling frustrated? Are you feeling like, oh my gosh, what are they all thinking about me? Are you questioning whether or not you're going to do a good job? What is going on for you? Because what's happening is, as you are experiencing what you're experiencing, it seems to me like your child, for this person specifically, your children are so connected to you, and they're so emotionally connected to your emotional experience, that part of them feeling safe is making sure that you're okay. And I know that you might think, of course my child knows that I'm okay. But remember, for children, it's not just, are you okay? Like, are you safe? Like, is the roof falling on top of you, right? They're not concerned if you're okay or safe in the physical sense. What they want to feel, that they will never tell you because it's an energetic thing, they want to feel that you are emotionally okay. And when your children are clinging to you, or they're becoming overly emotional about the experience of having you be there, it says to me that they may be actually responding to how you might be feeling in that situation. And they may be wanting to keep you safe because they're sensing some sort of lack of safety from you, which is why I've asked you to reflect on, how does that experience, being in front of that classroom or bringing your child to that birthday party with all those other parents there and all that stuff, how is that for you? Because your child is responding to the emotional reaction that you're having in your body, even though you're not verbalizing how you might be feeling. And for children who are highly sensitive and emotional, and they love you and they have this really, really close relationship with you, so kudos to you that you have that kind of closeness and that kind of deep bond with your children. It is also important to realize that we are, as adults, the leaders in their life. And you have this power, right, to really lead them with love. And so next time you're in that situation where you're taking your child to a birthday party, or you're taking them to school and you're going to be the mystery reader, remember, your children are scanning you. They're looking at you. They're looking at every micro facial expression. They feel if you're shy. They feel if you feel nervous. And because they feel that, they're also questioning subconsciously, is my mom okay? Is my dad okay? And if they don't feel like you're okay, they're going to feel like they have to do something about that. They're recognizing in you something, and then they get emotional and they get upset and they start to cling to you because they want to hug you. They want to make sure that you're okay. And so they're taking on the feelings that you might be having yourself. So the tidbit here is, we are our children's leaders. And oftentimes we lead from a place of fear because we've got all this stuff going on inside of us. So next time you notice that your children are being overly emotional, overly clingy, they're becoming really, really tearful, and they're not really sure why, I want you to gently take a deep breath and just look and reflect on you and what might be going on for you in that moment. And then the way that you can course correct is to take a deep breath and say, Mom's got it. Because what your children really want is to know that even though you might be shy, even though you might be nervous, even though this is like something that's like unusual for you to be doing, that you got it. And when you got it and they know that you can handle that yourself, they're going to go ahead and just take care of themselves. They're going to be able to melt and relax into their chair. They're going to know that you can really master and lead the room, and they don't have to worry about how you're feeling inside. I really hope that this helped. I know that it can be such a tough experience navigating these things as a person and then as a parent, because not only are you taking care of you, but you're also monitoring how you impact your children. So this is a very, very big deal. And I have a lot of compassion for these situations. If you found this useful, I am so happy. Let me know. And if there are any questions that you have about any situations that you're going through with your children, please let me know too so I can answer them. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you soon.